Ashley, we're back.
We are.
Oh man, I would say it's been a week, but
It hasn't. That's a lie.
it's been longer.
Quite a bit longer.
All right, well, I mean, we've got a lot to talk about, but let's focus.
Okay.
Let's just watch this for a short amount of time. Revolver, Shalalashastka, Ocelot, the Soviet Guards Airborne Regiment. So clearly we're against Soviets, as we know. And Snake, approaching a window, door, leaning quite bravely. And now I'm playing, as you can see. Great graphics.
You can tell this is a difficult task you've got here.
Yeah, just staring.
Sitting down simulator.
Lovely. Sofa simulator. Holding E to get out.
How convenient, there's a horse just there waiting for you.
Yeah. Oh man. Well,
Right.
I mean, I know what happens because I've played this. That's the format
yeah.
of this channel as of now. I'm playing games and we're recording them on top. But yeah, I know what happens, of course. So we can kind of just talk for a while because not much happens for a short amount of time.
Right.
So yeah, as we said at the beginning, we're back. Are you excited? I don't know. You might be. But it's been a short while, hasn't it not? Like 2-3 weeks.
You say it like that, yeah.
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 I mean, are we kind of taking this as a podcast format? Is that kind of how it is?
That can happen.
I guess like the gameplay matters. If people kind of tune in for Metal Gear Solid, then they're tuning in for Metal Gear Solid. If they're kind of tuning in for us just talking, which is generally how YouTube kind of goes, then it's for the podcast format, isn't it? So that means we can just chat fucking shit for however long we want. So I guess there's a jump cut.
Oh, just a little.
Oh man. So
Alright.
as of
Is
now,
this where stuff happens?
yeah.
Alright.
Here we go, my thoughts. So the last time when we finished speaking over the game, Metal Gear Solid, last time we were here, we did the first 2 missions, and that was it. And now I'm back. This is the next mission, so mission 3. It might be mission 4, I can't remember. But I don't know. It's kind of generic at the moment. It's just typical infiltration, save somebody who's kidnapped, etc. Not much is happening story-wise. I don't know, it's kind of exciting. I enjoy it anyway. I play this. And, I mean, we both, like, how was yesterday anyway? Like, how was it after, like, kind of finishing work and then finally having the revelation of being able to play a game?
Yeah, oh, so good. A week on after the long wait when it all finally came together.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I mean, we're both at uni, same uni, of course, duh. And we both do history. I do history, Ashley does history and politics. But fuck me, man, we don't have enough time to play games.
No,
it's insane. Man, like, I have a timetable in which, like, it gives me time in my house to be in my house and not be at uni. Like, the timetable is relatively generous to time, but all of that time is spent reading. So it's like you think you have time, but you fucking don't. You can't because you have to fucking read.
All completely independent. You're having to give up your valuable gaming time in order to read books and learn stuff. Apparently,
yeah. So after
don't know what that's all about.
After all of that, like a long time ago, playing the previous part of Metal Gear Solid, the part that I'm playing right now has been a pretty big. There's been a big gap between both, but I think you get the picture of our academic life. Let's not paint the picture even further. You understand how stressful it is and how ridiculous it is, but you know we're giving entertainment. This is just a fucking bike, like a horse ride, really, isn't it? It's like The Witcher. Oh man, I promise there's some action soon. So I mean, there's a lot to talk about. I think.
Hold on, do you automatically grab onto the side of the horse, or is that just...
No, that's me.
That's you being
That's me
sneaky
being
in the middle of
fucking pro.
nowhere.
The thing is, like, before, like, earlier on, you were talking about, like, how they could see the horse, and obviously, like, you bending doesn't matter, but, like, they could just be a horse just riding along. Like, they could just brush that off their shoulders.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh, it's a fucking horse riding an Afghan. What are the chances of somebody being on there in northern Kabul, Afghan? I don't know. I don't know how high the chances are. I have to get Sean to work it out. Oh, I don't know. How excited are you for Fallout 4?
Well, to be honest, I haven't really had the same hype that I know exists.
Yeah?
Because I haven't actually played any of the others.
Okay.
I mean, I've played the first.
Oh, do you want to listen? Let's tune in.
Alright, sure.
Binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Right, so I'm close up. The mission is...
Ooh, sneaky.
The mission at hand is to destroy satellites. And I'm just cycling through random weapons. See, right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I wasn't very aware of how to play the game because it had been so long. So right now, I'm actually trying to work out how to use my binoculars.
First, you have to, once you know where the targets are, take them out to put their network out of view. That is up to you.
And I just can't work it out. So let's carry on talking about Fallout.
Yeah, just ignore what's on the screen.
Oh, look, there's a cut. I
That's
cut
fine.
that much.
Hide that.
So this is the satellite. This is about 10 meters away from where I just was. Just so you're not too annoyed that I just fucking cut a massive bit out. But this is one of the satellites I have to destroy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out how the fuck you destroy it because I was shooting them. And
Okay.
it wasn't like the satellite wasn't breaking. You'll soon find out how I actually do it.
Is it C4 or something
It
like
could be something on that line. Yeah.
Alright.
He's like, explosives will work. But I was like, I don't have any explosives. But then I find something out later.
You've got grenades I saw a second ago. Is
Yeah.
that it? Yeah, okay.
Alright. So, Fallout 4, carry on.
Alright, yeah, well, I mean, I've played about, an hour or so of Fallout New Vegas, and that's
Oh,
it.
that guy fucking saw me.
Oh, shit.
So, you crouch with C, and then you press E to even, further become the ground and breathe with the ground.
Alright.
It's like when I became the cider.
Become the VK.
Should we talk about that? That's
yeah,
fairly
I'm up for that.
So, today is what? Oh, it's past Halloween. It's gone. We're in November.
What, 8 days?
Yeah. 10 hours later, another section.
What? Nice
Fuck
cut.
me.
What just happened?
So 10 hours just progressed, and I won. I grenaded every single satellite,
Okay.
but I was pressing F6 throughout the thing because that's how you record on Fraps.
Okay.
But I wasn't very sure what was recording and what wasn't because I got confused.
Okay.
You press F6 and it records. You
Right.
press F6 and it stops recording. I lost count of how many times I'd done that.
Just have to guess.
So I,
Okay.
of course, missed out that.
Right.
But I've done it. And,
Okay. But we got to see the horse riding bit, but not, where the game actually
where the
gets
game actually
interesting.
gets interesting.
Fair enough. Now we get to see a
But
bit. We get to a helicopter.
That mission was very juvenile and just simple. It was destroy 3 satellites and get out of there.
All right.
So I
fair
thought
enough.
I'd just cut it out. Now there's another mission. And I've got grenades again. As you can see, I was using grenades throughout the mission. But let's get back to before. So right now, it's we're in November, just after Halloween. And
Was it 8 days ago today?
yeah, Halloween was interesting.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, just to paraphrase, it was fun. I don't even know where to start really.
The kitchen.
Yeah,
I mean, start
Yeah.
at the beginning,
chronologically,
as you do.
as historians, we might as well approach it chronologically.
Interesting. Yep. Well, that's one way.
We kind of created a pub golf. Now, if you don't know what pub golf is, it's a thing where you treat alcoholism, so being an alcoholic, like a game of golf. So you have typically 9 holes, just like in golf, and you have pars, which is the amount of hits to the golf ball it takes for you to get to the hole.
The equivalent of which is obviously gulps to the glass,
Yeah.
rather than
So if
hits.
it was a big field, you might say par 5, because you're not going to do it in hole in one. That's insane. It's going to take you at least
well, supposedly.
We're working on the basis here of that. But if it's a big field, 5 par, that means you're allowed 5 hits of the golf ball to get to the hole. Same with drinking. If it's a big glass of alcohol, 5 par, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
five
Yeah.
gulps, 1 gulp, and then you stop. second gulp, and you stop. That
because to repeat what you just said, you couldn't do it in one.
You couldn't do it in one. That's insane. Who would ever do that?
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Like Tiger Woods barely does hole-in-ones. So, let's start at the beginning. The first hole was a simple WKD.
Yeah, easy.
Easy, what, like 2%?
Yeah.
Of simple
par 1.
Alcopop.
Yeah, par 1.
Par 1.
It's easy.
Because it's an Alcopop.
Yeah.
You got to do it in one.
Yeah.
However, the hazard, we're working on hazards too. And also, you keep in mind, the lowest score wins. So that means the lowest amount of pars wins. So if it's a par 5 for a big amount of alcohol, you, being competitive, want to do that par 5 in par 1 or 2. Because then you have lowest
the lowest score is 9, like hole in one 9 times.
Yeah. So you have a big bottle of alcohol. You wanna and the par is 5 for everybody, but you're competitive, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it in 2. So if you do it in 2, well, that's it. That's
assuming that you
that's minus
didn't
3.
Go for 1.
So you're on minus 3 now. So you've actually benefited from that par being high. But anyway, we digress. The first hole was WKD. It was par 1 because WKD is fucking weak as fuck.
Yeah,
however,
easy stuff.
Because it's so easy, we had a hazard, and the hazard was a strawpedo. And the strawpedo, if you don't know, is where you put a straw inside of a carbonated drink that has a very narrow hole that you drink from. And the whole point of putting a straw through it is because it's carbonated, it's got bubbles. When you put the straw through it, and you drink from the hole with a straw through it, not from the straw, but from the actual drink hole, the bubbles disappear, making it easy to drink. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's
fair
it.
to say?
Yeah.
So what did you
Basically, it essentially just becomes a slightly blue flavoured squash, which you can put down your throat in one. Very easy, quick to get drunk, good way to start any night out.
Yeah. Like a fucking true alcoholic. And we're coming up to the base, by the way. I have to save a person who's captured, I don't know, fucking Russian, I don't know. This is Metal Gear Solid, just believe whatever they tell you.
Nice. As with both your videos, random skip. We're on hole 7.
Yeah. So guys, hole 8 happened and... No, okay. So I'm just, scouting out the people as you do in Metal Gear Solid. But anyway... The strawpedo, as Ashley said, is weak. Makes it weaker technically because it becomes juice. It becomes cranberry juice instead.
With the pints and shots, probably up to the equivalent of about 6-7 pints now. So
we'd done the
what would be a good idea?
So we started with, of course, WKD. I did the WKD in 1. Ashley, what did you do?
I also did 1.
You did it in 1,
obviously.
And now we have
nice
6. We have 4 flatmates. 3 of them joined us. They didn't do it in 1, but they did it in a fair amount. Emma did it in 1 actually.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us out of 6 that did the strawpedo WKD in 1, all on track. Brilliant, excellent. It's all going well. Now we then move on to hole 2 because you can't slow down on pub golf. It's a serious thing. You got to fucking keep going.
Power through.
The second one, we had to move away from the house and move on to the pub, and it was a pint of cider. Now it's very important to note it's a pint of really pissy tasting cider that tastes like crap, and the par.
Should I just quote you on that you'd rather have? What was it?
What do you think about that shining light?
She doesn't bet on a paddy power.